Hello everyone. Today we will look at a healing alacrity mechanist build that works very well for group content like strike missions, fractals, and raids. You will provide a lot of heals, barrier, and a lot more boons than just alacrity, and all of that while being very simple and easy to use. We are using a full set of Harrier armor with rebirth runes, and then Harrier mace and shield with sigil of concentration and sigil of transference, and the trinkets are a full set of minstrel trinkets. And I have a guide that shows you how to gear up any character from scratch easily and quickly. You will find the link in the description below. Your main food will be the bowl of fruit salad with mint garnish, which is ascended food. If that was not an option, then your second best choice is the delicious rice bowls. And for the utilities, we will use bountiful maintenance oil. For the traits, we are using explosives 3, 3, 3, and inventions 1, 2, 3, and mechanist 2, 2, 2. For the utility skills, we have the healing signet, shift, and barrier signet with elixir gun, and then the elite is also overclock signet. The most important trait for this build will be Medical Dispersion Field, which will convert 33% of the healing you will get yourself and give it back to allies every 3 seconds. And because of that, a lot of those heals are going to end up healing twice. Once because they will heal the allies directly, and the second time because they will heal you, and then they will get back at 33% for the allies. Your passive heals will come from Big Boomer in explosives, which will heal you quite a lot every time you do explosives, which we have that in our chain auto attack from mace. We also have it on skill number 3, and we have it in a couple more traits in our build. You also have regeneration, which will heal you for quite a lot. Rectifier signet, same thing, it will heal you all the time, and all of that is then going to be shared with allies because of the Grandmaster trait. And as for the barrier, you will apply a lot of it with your mace auto attack, and then you also have your F3 skill, and from the Grandmaster trait in the Mechanist, you will keep applying barrier from your mech all the time. And then barrier signet will give you a lot of barrier when you activate it. Most of the time, just the passive heals and barrier will be enough to carry the group through even hard content and a lot of damage. But if you needed more heals, you can use your healing signet, which will heal you for quite a lot, and then it will get back as 33% for the allies, so it will still heal them for a significant amount. And keep in mind that whenever we are talking about healing builds, whatever healing numbers you see on the skills are not the exact ones. You will actually do more because of the healing modifiers. Another big heal you will have will be the elixir gun skill number 5. So anytime you see yourself dropping in health or your party is dropping, you can just use your elixir 5, which will cleanse conditions and heal every second. If you needed more cleanses, you will also have fumigate, which will remove conditions with every pulse, but keep in mind that this will not remove conditions from you. As for the boons you will apply, the most important one will be alacrity, which will come mainly from the Grandmaster trait, and then you will also have your F2 skill that will give you a lot of alacrity, and you will constantly keep applying barrier all the time from skills, for example, like F3 and your barrier signet, which will also give a lot of alacrity. On top of that, you will apply a lot of might and fury from this skill and from this trait. You will apply basically permanent vigor and regeneration, and you will also apply a lot of protection from your F2 skill and also your shield 4 and 5. The way we will use this build is basically to use all of our weapon skills whenever they are available. And as for the Mechanist F1, F2 and F3 skills, you can make them auto attack by control right click, which will make this arrow around them, and they will basically be casted anytime they are available automatically by the mech. On top of your weapon skills, barrier signet is very good whenever you need barrier, and basically you should use it all the time because you want to keep your party 100%, so a lot of barrier will help with that. And also don't forget that barrier will apply alacrity. Barrier signet is also a very good projectile block, so you can use it for that purpose whenever it is needed. And as I mentioned, you will use your elixir gun skill number 5 only when you need the extra heals. Otherwise, you will just stay on your mace shield and spam your skills. So I will show you right now. And that's basically what you want to do. Keep spamming all your skills all the time. Shield 4 and 5 are both double cast skills. So if I use 4, I will have a long channel and then I can use it again for an extra benefit if I want. Same thing with skill number 5. And your auto attack on mace is actually very important because it will apply barrier and it's also an explosion which will trigger the Big Boomer trait. So you don't want your shield skills to have that long casting time. but you still want to use them for the protection. So what you can do is just use your skill number 4 just one time and then interrupt it with your auto attack, and the same thing with your skill number 5. You can also interrupt them by using them back to back. Like for example, I can use 4 and then immediately shield 5, and this will interrupt it. So again, I will show you right now what that means. Here's shield 4, here's shield 5 right away, and here is the auto attack. We still got the protection from them, and I interrupted them and did not give them a chance to fully cast, which means we are using our mace auto attack, we are getting the big boom rate, and we are applying barrier. This setup will work very well, and it will apply a lot of heals and barrier even in hard fights and even when you are taking a lot of damage, and it should keep you and everyone alive without any issues. I have tested it myself in multiple cases, and it performed very well. If you ever needed more heals, you can replace Signet and you can put the medkit instead as your healing skill. And in that case, you will no longer rely on your weapon skills. You will just bunker on your medkit and again, just keep using all of your skills. Your auto attack will perform a lot of heals, especially because of the wounds you will apply. Skill number 2 will apply a lot of heals and regeneration. 3 is a very good cleanse. 4 is a very big heal, and 5 will apply some wounds, including vigor. Also, if you will use medkit, then don't use explosive trait line. You want to use alchemy instead, and in that case, you will make it 3, 3, 3. I hope you enjoyed the build when you try it, and it will be great if you can let us know your experience with the build in the comments below. And of course, if you have any questions, you can ask, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will now leave you with some footage for this build in action. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next guide.